All right, so here's who won all the awards for tonight's Emmys. Okay, so we have. Come on now, y'all really thought that on on Sunday Night Football, Houston Texans playing, I was gonna talk about the Emmys. I may talk about the Emmys on another episode, but hell no, come on, man. Damn, it feels good to be a Texan. Damn, it feels good to be a Texan. I'm sorry for the PG-13 crowd. Man, it feels good to be a Texan. It feels good to be a Texan, man. How about them Texans, man? Took care of business, man. Sunday Night Football, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Chicago Bears. Hey, y'all have the real deal at quarterback, Caleb Williams. That young man is the truth. He is the truth. I'm gonna tell you why he is the truth. Because as a Texans fan, he's scared the living crap out of me while my team is on defense, and we have a real good defense. All right. So hey, the future is bright. Hopefully, this young man stay healthy. Knock on wood. He continues to have a good bill of health, and hopefully, Chicago Bears can get back to being a contender. Because growing up as a kid, a lot of times, I remember Bears were contenders. All right, but enough of that. Talking about Houston Texans, people, man. D'Amico Ryans, another fine job coaching, man. Man, aren't you glad D'Amico Ryans is our coach? Aren't you glad? I know I'm glad. All right. Aren't you glad that C.J. Stroud is your quarterback? I know I'm glad. Like, man, it was one play. I think he threw the ball to Nico Collins. It looks like number 52 for the Bears. I'm sorry, I can't remember the young man's name, but number 52, he was coming in hard, man. I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy, I'm like, uh-oh, this looked like trouble for CJ. Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball, bro. Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the damn ball. And then he's running in. Just when I thought, okay, like he's about to run out of bounds, lost yardage. We live to play another day. All right. And he found Nico Collins wide open. And I'm like, whoa. I think it was probably like a 15, 12, about a 10 to 12 yard pass, I think, yard gain. And you hear Chris Collinsworth saying, you know what? You know, that's why did he say that's why they pay him the big bucks, or that's why when you talk about being able to make plays, that's the type of play CJ Stroud can make. Every quarterback cannot make that play. You have some QBs they're able to make that play. This is me talking. Some QBs they're able to make that play just running. Um, they're not able to make that play running while throwing. And something that I used to pay attention to what Russell Wilson would do whenever he would scramble back when I'm still a Seahawk fan, but back when Russ was a Seahawk, it was the fact that when he was scrambling, his eyes are up. So it's just like a point guard. You playing basketball, they teach you to dribble with your eyes up instead of down, so that way you can see the play. All right. And to have the awareness and just the feel of the game, and to be able to feel the presence of when danger is surrounding you, because it is danger. Number 52 was coming to bring danger on CJ Stroud. To be able to have that ability and do that while still be able to focus, like that's insane. Okay, that is a gift. That is a gift from the man above. And when you continue to practice that, you become better at it. And like CJ Stroud, man, like I say, this young man is the total package. He's more than just a talented player. Because if you just rely on your talent, well, you just relying on your talent. You're not really focusing on improving and practicing and becoming better and better. And this young man is continuing to get better and better. I'm so impressed. He didn't put up godly numbers, but we didn't need that. I'm not a big fan of empty stats, empty calorie ass stats, especially when you don't win the game. So Texans won the game. Very, 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 very good game. I mean, he managed the game very, very well, made necessary plays when he needed to. Um, hey, he's spreading the ball to his weapons. Stephon Diggs, he had a touchdown, but I think he only he had a little less than 40 yards passing. But the thing about it is this: Stephon Diggs is going to draw a lot of attention from the defense. But also, hey man, Nico Collins is him. He is him. Like that touchdown, man, he is him, man. I love this team, man, but they're looking good, man. But yeah, that Bears defense, I'm not sure what their ranks, what their defense was ranked before the season started, but shit, man, it looked like C.J. Stroud was running from a real life bear. Okay, for real. I mean, and he wasn't playing dead. So, if you don't play dead, well, I heard if you play dead, that's the best way to get away from a bear to survive. But if you don't play dead, oh man, bears are fast. And those bears on defense were very, very fast. Very, very, very fast. It got scary towards the end. What I mean by, well, Joe Mixon, I didn't hear any updates on his injury. I don't think he came back in the game. But when I saw that tackle, I'm like, oh man, that doesn't look too good. So hopefully he can have a clean bill of health. If he's out, hopefully the young man is not out too long. So, man, I know I say this a lot, and you're going to hear me say this a lot because I truly mean this from the bottom to the top of my heart to my spirit. I wish there was some way where we could just turn the injuries off. I mean, because this is, it sucks. You see players get hurt, so you don't want to see that. I mean, they work so hard to be able to play the game of football. You do all that training in the off season and in practice, all the tour days and all of that stuff. You're making sure you get a good night rest, you're eating well, and you get hurt, but that's part of the game, right? But great win, great win. It's always a great day when the Texans are 2-0. The world is a better place when the Texans are undefeated. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, people. Like, if you really want this world or you really want this country to get to the high level that it really needs to be, well, you should be rooting for the Texans. You know what? Don't even got to go undefeated, but you should be rooting for the Houston Texans to win a Super Bowl. Just think about how great this world would be, especially if they won multiple Super Bowls. Can you imagine that? I know I can imagine that. And I'm going to tell you something. You don't need a shovel to dig that because this world would be such a better place. This country. They talk about make America great again. Well, you know what? Make it even greater when the Texans win the Super Bowl. And then you don't got to worry about saying make America great again or whatever, But man, great job, Texans. Great job, Texans. And, it's always a beautiful day when the Texans win and the Colts lose, the Jaguars lose. Did the Tennessee Titans lose? I think the Titans lost. Let's check. Before we take a look at to see what the Titans did, let's see. C.J. Stroud, 260 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 23 out of 36. Okay. I mean, hey, defense was all over them. They got a real good defense over there in Chicago based on what I saw. But Cam Akers, he came in, took over some carries for Joe Mixon, got 7 carries, 32 yards. Joe Mixon had 9 carries, 25 yards. Let's see, receiving, Nico Collins, he led the Texans in receiving, 8 catches, 135 yards, 17 yards per catch. Awesome, 1 touchdown. I thought Stephon Diggs scored a touchdown. I'm tripping. 4 catches, 37 yards, 9.2 yards. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now the defense took care of business. What I love about this Texans defense, they can rush the pass rusher with 4. Now, what I was a little bit afraid of was the fact that Shane Waldrop, I believe that's his name. That's the offensive coordinator for the Bears. He was the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, one of my other teams I root for about 3 or 4 years. And when Russell Wilson was there, we all know Russell Wilson, his record is 17-2 against the San Francisco 49ers. And those Niner defense, some of those defenses led by DeMeco Ryans, when he was a defensive coordinator and defensive assistant to Robert Salah, who's the defensive coordinator for a few years over there. Those defenses were fast. They can pass rush 4, generate a pass rush, a big pressure pass rush with 4 players. And Russ was able to get out of it, and they struggled historically against mobile quarterbacks like Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, those type of players. And we have a similar defense in Houston, and going up against Caleb Williams, that's what I was afraid of, especially those last few minutes, last seconds of the game, before the Texans finally closed it out. I'm like, oh man, this dude here is primed to make something happen. And I'm going to tell you something. If that young man stays healthy and that same situation 2 to 3 years from now, I think Caleb Williams gets a touchdown. But then at the same time, hopefully he'll leave enough time left on the clock where CJ Stroud is going to come back and either lead a game-winning field goal or a game-winning touchdown, okay? Because I understand, Bears, y'all have somebody who's potentially going to be him. We have somebody who is him. CJ Stroud. Love it. Love it, man. Love it, man. But man, like it. Woo. But like I say a few minutes ago, let me see. Did the Tennessee Titans win? Tennessee. Oh, they lost. They lost to the Jets. So the Colts lost, the Titans lost, and the Jaguars lost. All right? Man, it's a good day. It's a good day. Damn, it feels good to be a Texan, man. But yeah, they showed out, man. They showed out the home opener. I mean, the Texans are doing some big things, people. They're doing some real big things. And like I say, it's real. Man, I just feel that vibe, man. If you're not a Texans fan, man, like, it's not too late. You can join. You could be a Texans fan because I want the whole world to feel this. Feel this energy, all right? This energy is like no other. But anyway, share your thoughts. Let me know. What do you think about the Houston Texans versus Bears game? Like I say, I wasn't expecting a blowout. I was expecting a close game. And you want to see a close game that goes down at least to the last few minutes. You know what I'm saying? In a game like that, I don't, do they should give out Emmys for like games like that because that's brilliant television. This is non-scripted, okay? And we have a lot of scripted shows especially on a night where a lot of scripted shows, even when it's so-called reality shows, it's still scripted. They are being nominated and being awarded. Well, what about the football players that's playing, win, lose, or draw, that's playing in these close games that's on Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football, for these millions and millions of crowds and that are watching, and people who are in thousands and thousands that are in the stands, they are watching like brilliant performances. So I thought Emmys were about brilliant performances on television. This is a brilliant performance on television. I mean, the commentators, broadcasters, they're able to get Emmys, but what about the players that they are referring to there, that they are talking about? They should be able to get Emmys as well. But anyway, share your thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about this game right here. Did you hate it? Did you like the game? Did you stay up, watch the game, or were you sleeping? You see these bags under my eyes? I got luggage under my eyes. It ain't Louis. I'm not Prime. It ain't Louis. So, I don't even know what brand it is. What's a good brand of luggage? I don't be paying attention. But anyways, share your thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about this Texans and Bears game, all right? Student of the Game podcast. Peace out. Well, let's roll to the next segment. If you're currently listening to the podcast,